Hey there, all my freaks and geeks. It's me, the Freak.
And me, the Acer, welcoming you to this week's episode of
The Pipebomb. Alright, welcome back, my friends. So this week on The Pipebomb, we're not really that angry. For once in our lives, not that angry.
Nothing really to piss us off this week. I mean, it's been a pretty good week,
Yeah. But, we still have stuff to say, like, we're not speechless like, ECA.
I mean, really, it's been, how long since your little response video?
Yeah, and I haven't heard a damn thing.
I don't know if Freak just scared them back into their little shell, or maybe they're just showing their true colors and just not responding, because, well, really, after your few choice words to them, I mean, I would even be scared. I was scared watching it. You know how to cut a promo, my friend.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was just coming from deep inside, my brother. They pissed us off. They pissed the new generation off. And you know what? When you mess with guys like us, you get the short end of the stick, my brother.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is just the truth. You don't mess with the new generation. You don't try to make fun of us. Because when you do, well, you saw, to put it in better terms, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's pretty much what you got. You got our horns right in your ass.
So this week, we would like to cover XFW.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, myself, the Acer, and the Freak have signed with XFW, a new rising company.
And we were given the privilege and the honor to explain to you guys, the viewers, who is in XFW, the roster, the gimmicks, the spiel, the shebang,
So basically we'll just be going over the roster, who's going to be on it, and giving you more insight onto what you're going to be seeing over the next little bit.
Yeah. So I guess we should start with us, the new generation.
And I mean, pretty good start. I mean, look at us. Tag team. Pretty good tag team, if I do say so myself.
It's us, we're better than the Young Bucks. Just kidding, my friends. But in all seriousness, I'm your main champion, Suicide Division Heavyweight Champion. And then we got the Acer. Now, to further extend the roster, our friends at ECA have been introduced, but not yet seen, I wouldn't say third member of the new generation, but he has our back. Tyson Taylor. Now, this guy, he has a certain rated R superstar-esque attitude. He's envied Edge his entire life. And he hasn't built his gimmick. He doesn't have a gimmick, my friends. He shoots from the heart. So he says it as it is. And that's you mess with him, he ain't afraid. He ain't afraid to shoot back at you. Who's next on our list?
Let's see. Well, we have many great superstars on the roster of XFW. I would like to go in to one of my personal favorites, and I think I'm allowed to have other favorites besides us. I would say the Insaniac, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Insaniac, basically, crazy dude. Not as crazy as Freak, mind you, but still out there. A lot of our roster may be like that, but this guy, I mean, I've had very few conversations with the man, and
And by very few, he means very few, because this man, he gets right to the point.
Very quite to the point, and he gets his point across when he talks, and I don't know, it's just something brings the despair out of me whenever I talk to him, and his words, they just...
Now, of course, if you want to see what we mean, please feel free to check out his Twitter.
That is true.
Now, what was the plug? At the Real Insaniac?
There you go.
Well, there you go. If not, check the description below. We'll have his Twitter handle for all you folks.
There you go. Let's see. Who is next on our roster of amazing superstars?
Next is a team of two patriotic Canadians. The Great Canadian and the Great White. You know, these two are masked, crazy, X-Division-esque superstars. The Great Canadian hailing from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and the Great White from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now, it's great these two have found each other, and it just clicks, man. They click together in the ring, out the ring, you know, and who doesn't love a red and white, waving, mask-wearing, high-flying, patriotic Canadian.
It's just beautiful to see. I mean, it takes maybe second best, because, I mean, top of the mound right here. That's just us. But they are, honestly, some of really good talent from what I've seen of them in their training sessions that I've seen. I commend them for that.
And next are a group that we don't quite know that much about. The COO of XFW has hired them as his official henchmen. They like to call themselves the Renegades.
These guys, like we said, we don't know much about them. They were hired. That's all we basically know. They were hired by our COO and
as bodyguards and his henchmen, I believe. That's what the rumor is.
Pretty much, as I see them, oversized lapdogs. I don't know if we should be worried about them. I mean, we're not probably worried about them. I mean, we're the new generation.
We're the new generation.
But we still should be cautious, freak. I mean, we shouldn't underestimate anyone.
Well, we can always underestimate ECA.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a given, but still.
That's always a given, you know what I'm saying? Now next, we got World Elite. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. TNA reference, right? Anybody get that? A couple years ago. But these men are a bit different than TNA's World Elite, okay? Now, not only does it contain the Great Canadians, okay, it also has a man who goes by the name Chinassacre. Now, what we know from this guy is he has come from across Beijing, I think.
I believe
Is it Beijing? I think it's Beijing. And he's joined up with the Great Canadians to form a masked luchador faction. And they call themselves World Elite because they believe that they are the elite of this world.
Basically, so far, it's compiled of different, nations.
Nations, yeah.
Different masked wrestlers, basically.
And they've been in talks. They've been in talk with two other men. The New England Patriot. I believe that's enough said. And two, Bo Hayden. Now, Bo Hayden is a different kind of breed. He is a... Well, unfortunately, he is like ECA. Gunslinging, moonshine drinking, son of a bitch. He is from America.
I mean, as you know, we're Canadian. We have nothing against Americans.
But we're just built better. So again, no fear on our behalf.
But, again, I bring words of caution. We do need to take these things seriously, freak.
Of course. I always take everything seriously.
Let's just move on from that. Don't want to hurt your feelings there. Alright, who is next on our next roster of people?
If you've kept up with the XFW page, there has been a sighting of a man. We don't quite know. We don't know his intentions. We have seen a vignette. And I've slowly.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.